these are the same forces that liberated Guam 65 years ago, so our people look at it as a homecoming.
Although the signing of the programmatic agreements may open the doors to the Marines' relocation and the millions of dollars that come with the move, Guam delegate Madeline Berdallo remains skeptical that Guam is the right place for a live fire training range. During a House Armed Services Committee Subcommittee on Readiness hearing today, she asked for an explanation as to why such a range is needed in the territory. Lieutenant General Richard Tryon is the Deputy Commandant of the Marine Corps for Plans, Policies, and Operations.
What I wanted to get from you today in a statement for the record is, what is it? We have never really received any specific information about why is it more advantageous for training on Guam versus Tinian. And I would think that more virtual urban style training could be done on Guam and live fire in Tinian. Could you comment on that?
The Commandant's intent in the Pacific is really threefold. First, to ensure that the Marines are properly positioned in the Pacific writ large to respond to whatever threat and to support our national security objectives. And that wherever Marines are, that they have the ability to properly train in order to be prepared for those contingencies. And last but certainly not least, that wherever Marines are, that their quality of life meets standards and promotes a high state of morale and readiness.
General Tryon continued to stress the importance of Guam's strategic location and said that dialogue continues on the Pagat front, adding Tinian was not necessarily considered.
At this point in time, we're still stepping through the pros and cons of what kind of a range can be constructed adjacent to Route 15 on Guam. The downside of having a range off the island is a couple of things. First, Marines would not have immediate access to a range or training area, which again goes back to the question of time and risk in the event that we have to deploy quickly. Field firing weapons and preparing for a rapid move would require close and ready access to ranges. Transportation to off-island training creates a time requirement. It generates additional operational and maintenance expense. And at this point in time, we haven't conducted enough of an assessment on any of the potential off-island training sites to understand whether they can even meet our training requirements or not.